for this Grand Prix.
Hamilton's going to try again, this time on the inside.
All of this from lap one.
Verstappen is out of the race, and that's a big crash into Cops. Lewis Hamilton.
What's going on, guys? It is JJ here, back with a new video, and today we're going to take a look. It is Silverstone week. We are finally here for the British Grand Prix. We are going to take a look today at the 2021 race. You guys have to let me know your favorite Silverstone races. Silverstone or Silverstone? I'm gonna say Stone. Don't get mad at me. We're making these videos anyway, even though I'm losing my voice, because content can't stop. But also because I actually want to take a look at the British Grand Prix. It is one of the, I guess it's one of everyone's favorite races of the year. It's obviously the track that a ton of teams go to throughout the year, whether it's like actually testing their production cars or pretty much just getting ready for the F1 season. So I feel like all of the drivers are going to have a really, really good time. And apparently last year's race was full of drama, full of excitement, and another one that we can look forward to. So let me know, you guys' favorite other British Grand Prix besides 2021, and let's get into the video. As well, guys, you can find the original video down in the description below.
And it's lights out and away we go. And once again,
Max Verstappen
gets a decent start. Not as good as yesterday. Hamilton is right with him. Leclerc is already ahead of Bottas. Verstappen's ahead of Lewis Hamilton. Going through the second turn.
As always, it's Max Verstappen.
Hamilton's coming back. Into village we go. It is Verstappen from Hamilton. Then Leclerc, Bottas and Ricciardo ahead of his teammate Lando Norris.
Verstappen's going to have to weave like crazy. Hamilton got a better drive off the loop. He will be faster down the Wellington straight into Brooklands.
Not going to get a chance to weave because already Hamilton is with them. They almost touch. They go into Brooklands. Verstappen stays ahead. The crowd roar their approval for this. The two championship contenders.
Whatever camera angle they chose for this is actually sick. This is a good one. Normally they don't get it right with the aerial footage, in my opinion, but they got it right for this.
Giving it everything.
It's
it makes it look
Hamilton
so sick.
Gets another slipstream all the way down the old pit straight into Copse corner. These are critical corners for this Grand Prix.
Hamilton's going to try again, this time on the inside.
All of this from lap one.
Verstappen is out of the race, and that's a big crash into Copse. Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen coming together. Hamilton continues on. Charles Leclerc now leads the British Grand Prix, but for the second time this season, Hamilton and Verstappen clash and tangle on the opening lap. But
that looks like it hurt. He flew into the wall. Do you think Lewis did it on purpose? Honestly, they were tangled in a great dogfight. That was a really, really good battle between the two of them.
This time, it is ending in dramatic consequences for the championship leader. It was the merest of touches, but it was enough. And look how the wheel has come loose from the rim.
Wow.
As well, the tyres come loose from the rim.
Oh, he smacked into the wall.
Didn't they, as they came out of Luffield.
Was there a bit more room to the right that Hamilton should have been finding?
Yes, red flag.
They need to repair that tyre barrier. Lights out and away we go. Even Stevens for the front two, but already Lando Norris is closing down
restart.
on Valtteri Bottas as Charles Leclerc leads them into Abbey from Hamilton, and then Lando Norris, Valtteri Bottas, Daniel Ricciardo and Fernando Alonso. Down the inside goes Ricciardo on Valtteri Bottas, late braking from the Australian. Leclerc leads them through loop and onto Aintree in the Wellington
actually looked really good in this race.
The Mercedes now back ahead of the McLaren as down the Wellington straight
the
we
Aston
go
Martin
with
in there
Charles
too.
Leclerc leading this race then from Lewis Hamilton. Then comes
that's
Lando
insane,
Norris,
a red flag
then
on lap
Valtteri
one.
Bottas, then Daniel Ricciardo on the inside. Sebastian Vettel and Fernando Alonso are having a duel just like they did in the sprint race yesterday. Alonso going round the long way at Luffield.
Is there another sprint race? Is there another sprint race at the British Grand Prix? Because that'd be sick. I love those. The sprint races are so sick.
Lost it. He's spun round. He's entered the old pit lane, and he's going to have to get going. He has gone from the top six all the way to the rear of the field as Alonso goes round the outside of Daniel Ricciardo, getting racy once more at Silverstone.
Alonso surely needs to give that place back. He does. He was off the track in turn 9. He's not allowed to make the pass there. Sebastian Vettel got too trigger happy on the throttle as he watched Alonso go around the outside of left field and just looped it around.
Lewis
This
Hamilton,
is a great
meanwhile,
race, you know.
has a 10-second time penalty for causing a collision.
No, the engine cut. The engine stopped. He's going again. Tell me what's happening.
Engine power unit problems for Charles Leclerc.
Power unit problems. Wow.
Alpha 5, 6 on. Everything should be fine now.
Hard tyres going on for Lando Norris is a problem, and he's there a little bit longer than he would have wanted, and it was the right rear tyre that was the issue. A 6-second stop time, so he was stationary for 4 seconds longer than he'd want to be.
This needs to be perfect for Bottas. It is perfect for Bottas. That's felt like 2 seconds, 2.1, something like that.
2.2, well done.
2.2. That's a good stop. That's a good stop.
This with Lando.
Valtteri Bottas then back into the race in 5th place.
Okay, so Hamilton comes in. It's going to be long, of course. Now, the man who's making this work is the sporting director, Ron Meadows. He's just standing by the mechanics. He's started his stopwatch, as the great Murray Walker would say. He's having a look at it, and he's going to tap all the guys on the shoulder. There you go. He's tapped the guy with the big orange banner to then lift his banner up, and then they change the tyres.
Wow.
Soon to be
So
going
Lewis
past.
Hamilton still barely lost any places with that time penalty. And he took out Max Verstappen. I think that's a genius play. I think it's a genius move. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe he did. Obviously, probably didn't do it intentionally, but still.
British Grand Prix towards Copse. Here goes Lewis
He's gonna
Hamilton.
overtake Lando,
This is
go
where
back
he
in the
tackled
top 3.
Max Verstappen. On this occasion, he was clear and he was well ahead going into Copse, and he makes the move, and it's clean. Hamilton back up into the podium places.
Okay, Valtteri, we invert the cars into turn 15 this lap.
So turn 15 is Stowe, and we arrive at Stowe with Lewis Hamilton up into 2nd place in this race. 2nd place.
So
in
Valtteri
the
just did the team
championship,
orders. He just gave it up.
That margin that Max Verstappen
You know what?
had at
What a
the
team
start of this
player.
race.
He is a
Now
team
the hunt is
player.
on. This is it.
Yeah.
Did Perez and Raikkonen
Ooh,
make
is
contact?
this the
I
other
think,
guy? Oh.
if they didn't, Raikkonen certainly ran out of space, went over the curb, and that caused the spin. Hamilton was 0.3 quicker through the middle sector on this lap.
So Lewis is catching. He's catching Charles Leclerc. He's catching him.
Is now less
He's gonna
than
catch him.
1.5
He's gonna catch him.
seconds.
That Ferrari,
This
there's no
race
way Leclerc
is
hangs on.
boiling down to a
4 laps though.
boilingly
Oh, it's 4
brilliant
laps.
last 3 laps. Meanwhile, Sergio Perez has pitted for a change of tyres to put on the soft tyre to steal the fastest lap point from Lewis Hamilton.
But he won't, will he? He's not in the top 10.
No, but he'll stop Hamilton getting it. He won't get a point
Yeah.
for him, but he'll steal that point
I'm with you.
from Perez. Right, remember what happened at Copse on lap 1? Here goes
And here we are
Hamilton on
again.
lap 50. Oh, and he tried to get past Leclerc and goes
No,
off
he
the
screwed it.
track.
He screwed
Has
it. He
Hamilton
screwed it.
got
He screwed it
through?
up.
Yes,
He screwed it up.
has. He's into the lead by the time they get into Maggots. It was almost another Copse collision, but Hamilton has put his
And
Mercedes
Leclerc folded.
into the
Leclerc he just ran out of space. He just ran out of the little bit of space that he had to operate in.
lead. Charles Leclerc's led every single lap of this race, but on lap 50,
Is that Tom
he's now
Cruise?
settling
Why the
for
hell's
second
Tom
spot.
Cruise on the Mercedes pit lane?
Hamilton has picked up the reins since
And
the
he's
restart.
chased
down the passing
gone.
horse. He
He's
chases
just gone.
the checkered flag. He wins the British Grand Prix for an 8th time here at Silverstone, and
An
Hamilton is
8th
back
time.
in the championship hunt. Don't you forget it. Charles Leclerc comes home to take 2nd place. Valtteri Bottas, a podium for him, 3rd place with his tyres struggling at the end for Max Verstappen.
You know what? I'll give Lewis all the credit. The man knows how to win his own home race. Will he do it this year? Probably not. That Mercedes is in no shape or form capable of getting that. Also, to see Sergio Perez actually did get that fastest lap points is pretty sick. This is going to be a fantastic race week. It's going to be so much fun. But okay, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below on the British Grand Prix from 2021. What other races would you guys want to see? Any of them from the British Grand Prix perspective. But yeah, that was actually so sick. Took out Verstappen, had the 10-second time penalty, and still found a way to win. And pretty much just clamped down on Charles Leclerc and the Ferrari. I think it's going to be a Verstappen win this year. I'm not going to lie to you, but at the same time, who knows what's going to happen? Who knows what will happen? I just hope it's entertaining for us to watch. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.